Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
What else? Oh, snap.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. New man on the so fine. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You see who it is. Hey, and look, this one over here, she's scared to be on camera right now. Oh.
Woo!
This one over here is scared because she
Let's
knows
go.
what's coming. She knows
Get
what's
on up
coming.
in here. Get
She
on
knows
up.
they're not. Her team's not gonna be playing the daggone Colts every week. So I hope she's ready for that.
Oh, here he go. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, because you already know I'm about to cook him up. Let's go. Get on up in here. Let me make sure I share this.
Oh yeah.
The world needs to see.
The world needs to see what
The
you got
world
going on.
needs to see. No.
The daggone Colts and all of a sudden the Super Bowl. Get out of here, man.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're singing.
Okay. Oh, I'm so glad I'm singing too, my brother. Let's see. Let's share this joke.
Yeah. You know, and in here, people, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, so glad you can be with us today. Me and my excited host. And I'm feeling meh today.
Hey, I'm glad about this meh. Meh. Hey, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get all my peoples up in here. We got to represent today. We got to represent. Hey, what's up, Sydney? What's up, David? We them boys.
The Colts, guys. The Colts. Okay?
Oh, we're going to get into all that, Sean, during the show. Don't you even worry, ladies and gentlemen.
See you, Sid.
It's go time. It's go time.
Yo.
Let's go, gang. Let's go.
Get out of here. Yo, the Colts. Guys, the Colts.
Oh, y'all, he ready. He ready to be cooked up today.
Rational David, I need you on the show, man. You need to come on and get up in here.
Oh,
this is craziness right now.
Hey, I'm loving it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm loving it already. I'm feeling the energy. Please share, like, because we're getting ready to get into it today. Ooh, Sean, we're getting ready to get into it. Let me make sure everybody on here. Come on, y'all. Get on up in here. You already know we got to talk some football.
David's no longer rational. Is he saying Super Bowl 2? Like this one over here? Super Bowl?
Oh, here you go.
Tony Romo loving.
Here you go. Already with the shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen. Already with the shenanigans. But it's okay. It is okay, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Sean, I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
Yay!
The best show in Northern Virginia. If you don't know, now you know. Sean, I'm glad to be on this show with you today, baby.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I'm glad to be here. I'm not going to lie. I had some mixed emotions yesterday after having to watch what I watched. And then I went to sleep. I went to sleep early last night, and I didn't get to see. When I went to sleep, it was 1917. I don't know what happened after that. But apparently you scored 50-some-odd points, and now you think you're excited. But I got some stuff for you today.
I'm ready. Baby. Let's start this show. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get right into it. Hey, before we get into our first segment, we got a guest, our guy, one of the oldest members of the LTF community and diehard Cowboys fan. Anyway, before we get into that, we always love shouting out the people that are in our community. And one of the guys that jumped in here at the end of 2 years ago, almost a year and a half ago, our guy, Mr. Nathan Snell. It's his birthday today.
Woo,
Happy
woo, woo, woo.
birthday, Nathan.
Let's go, Nathan.
Killing it, man. Has his stuff. One Nathan Snell on YouTube. Also has Big Nate Sports Talk. His shows is on point. He's getting back into WNBA, college, everything. Shout out to this dude.
Shout out
big
to you,
things,
Nathan.
man.
Let's go. Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Hope you're turning up for your birthday.
Let's
or
go.
on the show. We would
Let's
love for
go.
you to be here right now because it's going to be a good one tonight.
Oh,
Woo!
it absolutely is. Oh, it absolutely is. Absolutely. So, let's go ahead and get into it. You know what it is. It's Monday, ladies and gentlemen. And on Monday, we like to do a little thing, have a little segment called Overreaction Monday, where we kind of go over the deep end, kind of telling you how we feeling about a lot of things that are going on. And let's get right into it. Number one story, I think that everybody's talking about. Deshaun Watson is back. He's back.
He's
Now,
back.
I put a question mark at the end because if you watched him play,
He wasn't back.
Nah, he ain't back yet.
He definitely didn't look like what the money he was getting paid for. Like the whole build up and the amp of him being there, he looked just like he looked in that practice that they, that leaked. Horrible first start. But hey, when you have a defense,
when you have the rest of the team that can show up and show out. But all right. Since you and I have both been arguing over this team,
all right,
they did play the daggone Texans. So if ever there's a game that you need to get back on, that's the one you want to get back.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. It was against the Texans, but dang, you did not show the Texans that they were glad they got rid of you. You didn't look good at all.
And look, let's be honest. Let's be realistic right now. The man ain't played in about almost 2 years. You know what I mean? He hasn't been in any kind of competitive NFL action in a long time. So this is kind of what you expected. The fact that he had a little bit of a zip on his ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was okay with that. But this is what I expect. I mean, did you expect him to?
I expected more. I'm sorry, Sean. You got the good heart. Today, I'll be the bad guy because I expected more. I felt like, all this stuff going on, you should have came out ready. He did not look ready to me. I wasn't excited about him coming back anyway, so I'm not like a big fan of it, but I still didn't think the performance was whack.
Yeah, it
Ladies
was.
and gentlemen, tell us how you feel, man, because I don't know how, Sean definitely feels that, the first time rust and he'll get back, but I see this probably being for the rest of the season. I don't know. I could be calling it now. That may be crazy, but I don't think it's going to happen.
That's crazy. Look, at the end of the day, he was 12 of 22, 131 yards, had an interception he threw in the red zone where he threw it right to the dude, right in the middle. He ran 7 times for 21 yards. Really pedestrian numbers, stuff that Taylor Heineke could do. All right. You know what I mean? Nothing exciting, nothing that leaps off the page at you. And they didn't look that much better. I mean,
we got to stay tuned. We got to stay tuned.
Yeah.
See what's going to happen. But the first week was horrible.
Now, let me say this.
With it.
Well, right. And let me say this. Here's the other side. We already know there's so much backstory. There's so many different, there's a circus around the team right now.
Absolutely.
We had the 11 accusers with their lawyer present at the place. Every time Deshaun came onto the field, he was heavily booed. Mind you, it was in Houston where he used to play and all that stuff. But, he was definitely heavily booed. So going forward,
we got to see what it's going to look like when he goes home.
Right. How are they going to receive him? Because he was taking selfies with people and he was, signing autographs and whatnot. So
we'll see. We will see, man. It's definitely going to be an interesting situation.
Look, it should have been saved for the down and dirty. Hey, we have got to move on, and we've got to bring in our guest. We don't know how long we have him, so we want to get into it. But he said something that I really was interested in, and I'm excited about it. Our guy, one of the oldest members, and the creator of the Let's Talk Football Facebook group.
Let's go.
Mr. Dallas Cowboy himself, David Wright.
Woo!
Oh Lord. And then now all of a sudden David's out of the show now. He's out. He's out.
Back in. Let's go.
Too much Cowboy.
Was that just so much fun to watch last night, or what, Janae? I mean, the
I
second
woke, I
half.
woke up the baby 50 times, bruh. 50 times, man. Sarah was like, yo, you got it for the rest of the night. Because play after play, I just couldn't help it. It was like watching alligators get meat stuck into like the ocean and all the whoa, it was beautiful. Woo!
I mean, I always feel a little bit bad when you watch a professional sports team literally give up and stop playing on the field. I mean, they weren't blocking anybody. On defense, they weren't tackling anybody. Like that entire team just kind of packed it in the fourth quarter, right? Which is crazy to me because we did struggle in the first half. But that was fun. I'm glad I got
Hell
to
of a
share that
turnaround.
with
Hell of
Ash,
a
and
turnaround.
Sid got to sit there and watch that with us. That's always nice.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, exactly.
Beautiful.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know, Sydney and Ash Swinton have their show, Swinton's
Yes.
Unfiltered. That was the game. As soon as I saw David on there, I could only do about 10 minutes. I said, I'm done. I cannot do this. All right?
Natural hater, David. Natural hater right there. Hey,
Well, look.
what
Go
you
ahead.
got? No, what you got?
I was going to say, well, look, why we brought you on the show, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, we have another show, Let's Talk Fantasy Football. Then my guy David is on with the Swintons. And you said something on the show. We were talking about kind of the Commanders and going back and forth. And one of the teams I mentioned was the Eagles. So we beat the Eagles. Are they a good team? And you said they're a good team, but they're not elite. And it's because they are overrated, just like everybody else in the NFC East. And go ahead and say it, man, because I believe you. I think you're absolutely right.
It hurts, but this is part of being a Dallas Cowboy fan. I mean, this has happened to our fan base so many times. They roped me in last year, and I was like, you know what? I'm on the train. Let's go. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to take this thing. And then the Thanksgiving Day game against the Raiders, I came crashing back down to earth, and I was like, nope, this is just a rerun. I've seen this episode. But
You tried to save me from drowning too, man. You tried to save me.
I tried. And I'm watching it happen again this year. Sid was definitely poking Ash last night after the game, like, weird. We were never down to the Colts. The Steelers, we were never trailing against the Colts. Blah 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 blah. I'm surprised he survived the night, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong. The Pittsburgh Steelers never trailed the Colts in that game, and we struggled for the whole first half. At the end of the first half, we get the ball back with 1 minute and 47 seconds. That right there is an opportunity the championship teams do not let pass them by. We started with the ball, so the Colts are going to get the ball back in the second half. We have 1 minute and 47 seconds, and what did they do? They gave the ball back with 1.5 minutes still remaining on the clock and said, no, you guys try again. It's little things like that. And the fact that the entire NFC East, the schedules were so easy. It was 4 out of the 5 easiest schedules in the league.
Yeah.
The one thing that gives me a little solace for the Cowboys' sake, at least, I mean, we had Indy. I'm looking at it right now. Then we get Houston. Then we get Jacksonville.
What is that?
So I'm the hype train.
What you've been getting all season, bro.
Oh my goodness, man. That's some trash, man.
You got trash teams too.
But the hype train, going through these weeks, the entire media is going to be focused on the Cowboys, talking them up. I just saw that the Monday night pregame from ESPN analysts, the Cowboys have a 50% chance of making the Super Bowl. We have the highest percent chance of making the Super Bowl of any NFC team. But it's like, what have we actually done? We beat up on some bad teams. We beat up on our division. The Minnesota game was great. But we're going to have 2 tests. In week 16, we're going to be playing the Eagles. And in week 17, we're going to be playing the Titans. One of our biggest weaknesses is against the rushing attack. And those 2 weeks right there will kind of solidify for me how I feel about this team. But
no, not kind of will. If they beat the Titans, it's over. It's over. We going freaking bananas if they beat the Titans. At that point, But
Oh.
David, we got to keep doing what we're doing. I don't even care if you get 33 points in one quarter. Pick a quarter. But if you're going to play like that when all cylinders are turned on, bruh, when everything is on, there is not one team that can touch us right now. But everything's got to be going.
I'm definitely on that side of the fence with you, Janae. It's really hard for me to kind of be rational, David, and keep it all in check. But I said last night during the show with Ash and Sid, I'm not scared of a single team in the NFC. Now, the top 4 teams in the AFC. At this point, I think whoever represents the NFC in the Super Bowl is probably going to get embarrassed because the NFC is just not in the same class as the AFC. I'm sorry, but the Bills, the Chiefs, the Bengals, our offense is pretty solid, but I do not think are as explosive as them.
The secondary is struggling. The secondary, they got their moments, but I think our defense is stout, man. I think that they're not. If we got to go against the AFC, which we will have to do, I think that we may be all right if they can play with the full potential as we have seen. With the Vikings game and this game is an example that if they play on all cylinders, there's nobody that can actually touch them. None.
I agree. Our pass rush it's going to write our ticket or send us home. Our secondary is still kind of weak. However, when quarterbacks do not get the opportunity for their routes to develop, and they're running for their life the entire game, it doesn't matter. Trayvon can gamble, give up big plays. It does not matter. Our pass rush will determine our future. I mean, Sean, who do you think? I want to hear you say it. Who's the best team in the NFC East?
Right now?
Yeah, right now. As of this moment, you taking Philly or you taking Dallas?
Delilah says Philly did just beat the Titans 35-10.
Yep.
But they also played India. They played the Colts and lost and won by 1 point. And y'all played them and won by 1 point.
We play. Wait. Oh, the Colts.
We just dominated
Houston.
the Colts.
Houston gave Philly everything they could handle.
Very true. Very true.
They have been in games when we dominate. We separate so far.
Well, all right. Let me look at your losses. Who did you guys lose to?
We lost to
Why do we have to talk about that kind of stuff?
I mean, hey, we're talking about everybody else's losses. Let's go.
We lost to Tampa, the game 1.
Tampa sucks now. Tampa's 5-6.
Yeah.
We lost to Green Bay.
Yeah.
What? Oh, did anybody else in the NFC East lose to Green Bay?
We lost to Green Bay. If that's your only high horse, take it, Sean. Take it. You want to
and
get
then Philly. And then you lost to Philly, but that's when you had Cooper.
The Green Bay game is one of the reasons why I'm not 100%, on this hype train, because that's just Dallas doing Dallas things right there. We
I
should.
got a theory though. If we don't play Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers, we can sweep. If we don't have to go against the 2 greatest of all time to show off at the moment of being greatest of all time, it will be fine. I think we can do it as long as we keep them out of the playoffs.
I agree. Aaron Rodgers is the one thing that kind of scares me in the NFC. And I'll be honest, I'm very nervous about the Eagles. They had a great game plan that first time we played. They game planned Micah Parsons out of that game.
Yeah,
which is a terrifying thought to me because nobody else has been able to do it since. But if you can effectively neutralize Micah Parsons, we're in trouble.
Watch that first Philly game. See how they neutralize Micah Parsons. Good. We're coming. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, I forgot to mention my favorite matchup for the Cowboys for the rest of the year, and that would be in Week 18.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game, Sean.
I'm so looking forward.
Let's
to
go.
It. I'm so looking. Oh my goodness!
I hope you are.
I need to be with you. We need to get tickets to go to the game.
Oh, I'm down. Oh, damn. Why am I down?
I need to be with you so that I can see the same face that you have in Detroit. I want to see the same picture in this stadium.
It ain't happening.
Woo.
It ain't happening.
Woo.
Let's go.
You do not want
high-powered
Dallas.
offense on the bench. Let's go.
Okay. Rank the NFC East for me real quick, Sean.
Philly, Dallas, Washington, and New York. I think New York is on a downslide.
Huh.
I think we have a solid defense, and I think we have a nice running game. But obviously, quarterback issue. I've seen that. And offensive line, we just lost Larson for potentially a year, our center. So we're down to our third string center. We moved our tackle to guard. This is to be a very honest fan, there are some shades of last year where we lost a lot of people down the stretch, and then we couldn't hang because we didn't have enough bodies to put on the field. So, but we have a favorable schedule in having to face the Giants after the bye. Having a late bye is huge for a lot of our guys. Chase is most likely going to come back after the bye, but he's just going to be on a pitch count. And then the game that scares me, but is now it's up in the air. We have the 49ers and we have the Browns. 49ers, Jimmy G is down potentially for the season with Brock Purdy. And so, but they still have talent. And then you have the Browns, and we all talked about them. And I actually be curious to see your thoughts on what you thought Deshaun looked like. I mean, from a football perspective yesterday. But I don't trust either of those quarterbacks. So potentially, we could potentially get 3 wins and going into that Dallas game and actually make it for something. But realistically, like you said, I don't fear you don't fear anybody in the East. I don't really, outside of the top major teams. So I honestly think we have a very high probability to get to the playoffs just because of how poor the East is. You know what I mean? So,
I would not be surprised if we had 3 teams going to the playoffs. Yeah. We're obviously all going to start beating up on each other here in this,
last half.
Back end of the schedule. Oh, yeah. But I mean, now that Jimmy G is down, I thought with Jimmy G, I very much like San Francisco's chances. We were actually talking about that on the show last night, what they're going to do. Drew Brees, Big
As
Ben.
As a matter of fact, if you
Kaepernick,
a
lot of names were getting thrown around because if you're the San Francisco 49ers, the NFC was yours to take.
Right.
And you essentially mortgaged your future to win right now.
Right.
You have a window. You need a quarterback. They're talking about Baker. Get out of here with that.
He's not gonna. He can't do it. He's not going over there.
Baker's out.
Yeah. But that's what I was saying. Since you're here, that was our next thing we're going to talk about. Can Brock Purdy be a guy, or do you need to go look for somebody right now?
I absolutely think they need to go find somebody right now. We covered this with the Mike White thing on the fantasy show. Yeah. A lot of times quarterbacks can step in due to injury or poor play from the starter and have success in the short term because teams they were not prepared for them. They don't know their tendencies. You're prepared for Jimmy G and the way that game looks. Purdy steps in. He did a good job. They beat a very good team in Miami. But can he continue that? No, I don't think so. So at this point, I think they have to do any and everything they can to get a serviceable quarterback in there. So a game manager is all they need. Jimmy G is not a gunslinger. He is not considered one of the better quarterbacks in the league.
Nope.
But that team was looking terrifying with him under center. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nate, what do you think?
No, he's very right. I don't know. The kid got a little spunk though, man. He got a little spunk. I would like to see it for a few games. To see how fun it would be just to watch him. Trey Lance is hurt, but you think? Is the job still Trey Lance's?
When he comes back, they're saying it's his. But with him not being in there, I don't think Brock Purdy is going to challenge for his job, to be honest with you. Look, this is a guy that was not highly touted out of college over at Iowa State. He can play, but he even at Iowa State, he had weapons. Breece Hall was his running back. You know what I mean?
His senior year was rocky. His junior year was pretty good, but his senior year was rocky.
Well, right, and that's what I'm saying. He had Breece Hall. He had a tight end in Charlie Kohler that was solid. He has one of the best wide receivers in the country right now, Xavier Hutchinson. That's solid, but he's okay. And like David said, you don't need much with all these weapons.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean?
Not at all.
You need experience. You need a quarterback who's going to go in there and not give the game away. And I don't think you're going to find that kind of experience and poise from Purdy. So
yeah, buddy. Yo,
don't get up on here talking that mess, man. Don't.
Hey, let's hand up. Let's go. Yo, real quick, Dave. Real quick. The Bengals game. The Bengals, they were able to beat the Chiefs a second year in a row. They knocked off the top dog. They're 8-4. Chiefs are 9-3. The Bengals are in what, a 3-game or like a 4-game win streak? They've been winning with Mixon out.
Somebody beat them in the NFC East, right?
Check that real quick.
Didn't somebody
don't do that today? Don't do that.
Didn't beat somebody beat Cincinnati before?
Wow.
Okay.
Barely in the beginning of the season when they were struggling. That's like saying somebody beat Washington in the first 5 games.
Barely.
Wait, I forget. Somebody
we
did.
Had Cooper Rush.
Okay.
I'm saying, obviously, Cooper Clutch is better than Joe Burrow. Just saying.
Wow. If this was college, Cooper Clutch would have transferred by now. All right.
Here we go.
I'm out. Right?
Here we go.
Yo,
I do think the Bengals. I mean, that was live. I think that was absolutely awesome what they did, and they kept it toe to toe. Man, Joe Burrow is the man. He is really good.
He is. He's really dealt with their injury situations well. I think. I mean, Mixon going down, Jamar Chase being out. They've struggled a little bit, but the kid has a swagger, and I do love watching him play the game. I do.
They got the recipe, Sean. So I'm thinking, like, if it comes down to it and they have to play again, and you know how good the game it was last time, what y'all think? I mean, do you think? I mean, I think they got the recipe to possibly take them.
There's muscle memory is something. There's something to be said for muscle memory, being able to do it. You guys know it in Aaron Rodgers. Same with the Bears. Dallas, y'all get Kirk Cousins each time. There's something against being able to have a team's number. The Chiefs have been doing with the Chargers, the Raiders in the AFC West. This is one of those.
Yeah. Look at what we do to the Washington.
Okay.
Whatever that team name is.
See, the curse will be broken this December or this January. You hear what I'm saying to you? It's going to be broken. All right. I can't have these damn Cowboys on here.
No. I love you guys. I wish I could stay longer. Unfortunately, I am at work, and I'm going to have to go out there and work. But thank you so much for having me on.
Yes,
I appreciate it. I miss you guys. And as always, everybody out there, don't be a commie.
Wow.
Root for America's team.
Let's go. Let's go.
All
right, Dave.
Go. Thank you, Dave.
See you, buddy.
Man, that was freaking awesome. That was freaking awesome, bro. Hey, shout out to my little right hand man on with me. Got to be able to represent together.
Since y'all feeling happy, I'm gonna throw y'all together. All right, but y'all ain't gonna have that little party at the end of the year when y'all play us again. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Hey, Sean, I really want you to make sure that you got all the coping mechanisms you have.
Wow.
Whatever your favorite beer, you gotta lay your head on cat. You gotta get yourself ready for what is about to happen, because if it comes down to it and the Eagles start slipping, we ain't gonna take our foot off the gas to get that number 1 spot, bro.
Ain't gonna happen. Look, hold up. I think the NFC is better vision as a whole, but the AFC has better QBs. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, look,
they definitely got better QBs. They definitely got
they ain't what they cracked up to be. But look, hey, we gonna give you a quick breather, ladies and gentlemen, and then we gonna talk about some playoffs. Check out this commercial, the Swinton's Unfiltered. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Good stuff. You're definitely going to want to check it out. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
buddy. Let's get it.
Go, man. Hey, Sunday nights, halftime, y'all gotta tune in. I'm telling you, it is amazing. Gotta tune in. Sean, we gotta get off to this playoff picture, man. We gotta see what's going on with the AFC and the NFC. Because, ladies and gentlemen, some things have changed. Some things have changed. I may have to get into my preacher voice. Brother always does, but some things have changed. Sean, we can go ahead and show the picture. You know, I won't announce it now, but I'm pretty sure people will notice somebody was on the list last week and how hyped somebody was last week, but slowly realizing that they're not on that.
I'm glad you're having your fun, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad all you, Janae, and your Cowboys fans and all them are enjoying yourself, because I'm telling you, I'm enduring, but we're going to get through. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to the playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Yeah, buddy, you know what segment it is. We are going to talk about the playoff picture as it stands right now. We started with the NFC East last week, so we're going to start with the AFC. And there's some changes here, Janae.
Absolutely.
The boys back on top.
Back on top. The thing is, my boy's 9-3, baby, and it looks like you know, my boy Josh was back, looking pretty decent, not looking too hurt. Sean, I mean, they back at number one. Just when you thought you could sleep on them and get a little nervous, they back at number one.
Hey, look, this is why, and you can't sit here and rest all of your analysis and all your stuff on middle of the season play, because in the last couple of years they've struggled in the middle of the season, and we've had these questions: Can they do it? Can they do it? And in the last couple of years, they're going deep into the playoffs. This is a year they're supposed to take it all the way, and they're getting hot at the right time.
Couldn't do it.
A week ago they were what, fourth? You know, fourth,
Thank
fifth,
you. Sitting in the back,
mean?
fifth. They were fifth, sitting in the back. But
and now they number one.
Some losses have made some things happen, so I'm excited about the Bills being number one. But Sean, they are number one because they beat the Chiefs, so they are the same score. But I mean, same record. But it looks like the Bills actually took that one, so puts them at number one position. What does it feel like seeing the Chiefs at number two, 9-3?
Look, it goes back to what we were talking about with the Bengals game. It's just kind of like, up until that game, even in last week when we were talking, it was like they're invincible. Like they know how to win. They continue to win. It's one of the best records in football. I think the third or fourth best record in football.
Yeah.
But if we like Jared said, there are those Titans, those quarterbacks in the AFC that can sling it. Joe Burrow is one of those, and he got his boy Jamar Chase back.
Yeah.
Getting that dub. If the Chiefs defense, which struggles at times, if they can't hang with these high-powered offenses, like you talked about,
somebody gonna take that spot.
Watch out! I just think, look,
take that spot.
There's too many teams now that have high-powered offenses, especially in the AFC. And the Chiefs, we're gonna see down the stretch, but I don't know. But who do we have? Who do we have going down the list?
Oh yeah, so number 3. Man, the Ravens, who actually they had Lamar, he hurt his knee, right?
Yeah.
His knee, something in the game, and they actually took him out of the game. What are you thinking? Another injury, Sean.
And look, it happened
not
this
at a
time
good
last
time.
year.
Not at a good time.
Well, right. So it happened this time last year, and he was out, I think, the last 5 games, and they just barely missed the playoffs. They're at the same spot, almost the exact same record. And look, without Lamar, they barely beat the Denver Broncos.
Absolutely.
And it did not look pretty at all.
At all.
You know what I mean?
At all.
With the
You're right.
exception of that last drive, I mean, it was ugly. So, hopefully Huntley can get it together. They have a good team around him.
And Huntley can play. He can play. I'm not really worried about him. I just think, I don't think he was expecting to come in. But, hey, you always got to be ready. Ooh, my Packers still own the Bears. They definitely still own the Bears. They definitely still own the Bears. Hey, but we're coming up right after them is the Titans and the Bengals. It's getting tight between them, too. 8-4 Bengals, 7-5 Titans. I mean, come on. What'd you think?
Look, Cincinnati, if they continue to win, and they continue to keep it moving, they're going to have some games against Baltimore in the division. They can easily be up there at the number 3 spot. And look, let's be honest, Janae. There's only one game that separates them from that number 1 spot. Right?
Absolutely. Separates them. Absolutely. I noticed. So,
you know, they have a victory over the Chiefs.
Do you think it could possibly happen, though? Do you think it could happen?
Look, I will at least say this. I most certainly think that they're going to overtake the Ravens in the division. Without Lamar, the Ravens are not the same team.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
With that, I think the Ravens are going to slip. The Bengals are going to move up. Now, I don't think the Bills right now are surging. Right?
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
You know, you got quarterback problems with the Jets. The Patriots are kind of struggling. Miami just took an L. The Bills, I don't think they're going to be able to overtake the Bills. The Chiefs, maybe, because they did beat the Chiefs. You
absolutely.
I mean? So I can see them coming in second, to be honest with you.
Okay.
You know?
Hey, and then we got into number 6, we got the Dolphins. And then the number 7, we got the Jets, who definitely took an L this weekend. But, hey, they're still at that number 7 spot. So, do you feel like things, well, obviously you think things are going to change, but this list right now, as far as the 6 and 7, what you think? Are they staying? Do you think the Dolphins and the Jets are actually going to make it into the playoffs?
Well, I mean, to look at that, let me look and see who's below that. You got the Patriots, you got the Chargers. To be truth to be told, I don't have any faith in the Patriots. I mean, right now, I think they're still kind of struggling back and forth with who the quarterback is.
They had to tap out at the end of that game. That was bad.
Well, right, exactly. And then the Chargers, I just don't know about the Chargers. You know, I was confident in them in the beginning. Now I'm not so much. So right now, the way the Jets are playing, I mean, look, they were getting blown out by Minnesota early, and then they came back.
That's true.
They came back in that game. So, hey, Miami and the Jets, I could definitely see them. Like I said, like the NFC, all of them getting in.
I do too. I absolutely think that I was going to actually agree. I don't think the Dolphins or the Jets will move. I know it's tricky. I know, but I'm just saying I got this feeling about the Jets. And if Mike White he played, it wasn't like they weren't in the game. Like he was playing. Right. It just didn't happen to go the way they needed it to go. But I think they could do it. I think they could do it. I mean, if not, I don't see the Chargers. I don't see the Patriots. I don't see anybody really taking their spot.
Mm-mm. Let me ask you, what about the Raiders? I mean, it would take a whole miracle. They might actually be out of the playoffs, but at 7-5, I mean, could the Raiders, could the Browns, dare I say Pittsburgh, like, could any of them make any kind of surge at this point?
I mean, people are going to have to start losing, but you think about it, they're only 2 games away from the Jets or 3 games away from the Jets.
Exactly.
So if they start losing, I mean, at that point, it's any game. But I just don't think the Jets are going to start losing like that. I think their defense has been playing hard. I think that they can actually do it. I don't know. I just have a feeling that they could possibly make the playoffs, which would be crazy.
Hey, I'm hoping so.
Which would be crazy. So.
Look, let's go over to the NFC side. Unfortunately, things have changed, ladies and gentlemen, but not much. Actually, only one thing has changed, ladies and gentlemen. The 1 seed is the same with the Eagles at 11-1. Minnesota's 10-2. They're number 2. San Francisco, they're up. They're at 3 at 8-4. The Bucks at 4 at 5-6, and Dallas 9-3 at 5. The Giants 7-4-1 after our tie, and the Seattle Seahawks without a tie have moved up into the 7th spot. Janae, just, talk about it. I can't.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't see it, it was a sad day. It was a day where it was swaying one way and you get excited, then you sway the other way at the 4th quarter and just like, whoa, this is a game and what a run. And then they go into overtime and you're like, okay, somebody's going to win this game. Oh, the Giants didn't do it on the first round, so they gave it to Washington, and the Washington couldn't do it, and they gave it back. And I'm like, what is happening? And Sean, the game ended with a tie. A tie. Oh, a tie. God, if you made a bet on this game being a tie, you won so much money because nobody expected a tie. Sean, how do you feel? How do you feel getting taken out of the playoff picture with that game?
With a tie. All right. With a tag on tie.
And you are, ladies and gentlemen, ties are very intricate in the NFL. They can either be the reason why you get in, or they could be the reason why you stay out. Man, Sean, come on, give it to me. Give it to me.
All right. Look. At the end of the day, that tie made a difference. We are a half game out. Seattle still, like Delilah said, they're still in the hunt. They can still win the NFC West, especially now with Jimmy G out and Brock Purdy in. Like, anything can happen. So it's wide open. Our road is directly in front of us, Janae. I told you guys, we got the Giants who are right in there. We win that game. We switch with them essentially. Then we end up playing the 49ers, who were the 3 seed. If we can get that
that could possibly happen now.
Then Cleveland, so we have it in front of us right now. We can get it. It's out there, but we're going to have to get it done. And today, play like that, play like yesterday. You have a guy that's wide open going across the middle, and the man is 6'8", and you overthrow him. I have a problem.
Wide open.
Oh my God. And then our kicker. I can't, man. I can't. How many daggone times are you going to miss a kick? Now, to his credit, he had his last 7 kicks over 50 yards. He was good on them. Obviously, the announcer says that right before this kick, and he misses it. And it's just like, the game would be over. That's 2 weeks in a row where if he makes one of the kicks that he misses, we win. Now, we happened to get the W last week, but this week we tie with the Giants. It's not even anybody like legit. It's the Giants. I just feel mad. I don't even care. Like,
ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed a counseling session where Sean just had to vent to us and really talk about how it feels to be booted out with a tie. But Sean, as we're on the NFC East, we could just go ahead and talk about my beautiful team.
Oh my goodness. Get out of here.
See, Sean tried to leave this part out of the script because he knew that I was going to have to mention my boy.
Oh my goodness.
Making 54 points in a game. You heard it right, ladies and gentlemen. It's like a basketball score. 54 points to a measly 19.
The Colts stink.
The NFL now has to recognize the Cowboys in the history. They have to put it in the history books, ladies and gentlemen, that in one quarter, a team scored 33 points. Sean, let me say it again. 33 points. Let's go for the rest of the history. So it doesn't matter whether people want to acknowledge that it happened, but the fact that it happened. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing a miracle.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you.
Bro,
you played the Colts.
I just knew that was going to be mentioned.
Can we look at the Colts record? Can we look at the Colts record?
I just knew. October 30th, there was a team called the Washington Commanders, and they played the Colts and fought it out to the very end for a 16-17 win.
Wow.
And ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to stop there. Let's go ahead and talk about there's another team that just so happened to play the Colts. Oh, yeah, and they are in the NFC, and they also 16-17, the Eagles. So don't sit there and tell me it's the Colts when they just took it to both of our competitors. But now we got 54 burgers on them, and y'all want to just diminish my 54 burger. I'm just saying, not too many teams to do it. I would like to thank my mom for pushing me through. I would like to thank. All right, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say, Sean. That's all I gotta say. Because Sean never want to give us no credit. Anybody is like, a couple weeks ago he was hype over the Titans. The Texans.
Look.
They won one game and he was hype.
We had just beat the Eagles we had beat the Eagles 2 weeks before.
5-1.
Oh
and
my
we
goodness.
gonna go to the Super Bowl.
I know, right?
Texans. And yes, sir. You see how he get the preaching? But now all of a sudden we beat the Colts. And it's just the Colts. Wow.
All I know is my God did not say it was going to be easy. He says you're going to have to go through, endure. Okay, we appreciate it. All right, I can appreciate these victories.
Absolutely, I understand, my brother. But if you just don't happen to make it to the promised land, just know we'll see it through.
Yeah. Don't let us play you there.
If you just don't happen to see, if he don't let you through the gates, my brother, then don't you worry. We're gonna hold it down for the NFC East on the other side. Can I get an amen?
Oh Lord.
Can I get an amen?
Oh, amen, Janae. Get out of here. I want to talk about the playoffs no more. All right, I'm done with the playoffs. I'm done.
I got you. I'm going easy now. I'm going easy.
Yeah, honestly, we're outside looking in, and then you got the Lions. Packers are pretty much out. Atlanta's pretty much out. So, hey, we're the last potential hope. But honestly, outside of that, though, there's not that many great teams in the NFC. You know what I mean?
It's possible. It's definitely possible. I just think that between what's going to go on right now, I don't see I hope one of the top 4 changes, but I see if the Eagles continue and they take it off, they could definitely still be number 1. And the Vikings, hey, the Vikings is winning. Come on.
Right.
We can pull a Cooper Rush for the Ravens. Good.
Yeah.
He definitely could.
Wendy, the Packers are out.
Yes, the Packers are out, right? Yeah.
5-8.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good. But good news, they beat the Chicago and apparently, Aaron Rodgers has this thing where he owns Chicago, and once again, he owned them.
Hold up, Ben. Hold up. Hey, Sean Spencer, what goes with a shirt, dress shirt, slacks, and a sports jacket? A tie? You know what, Ben? You're done. All right? No more comments for you. All right?
Packers have to win out. Teams above. Yeah. That's gonna be a shaky situation. I just don't think the Packers are gonna win out. I don't think they have it in them.
I don't think they have it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna move on, and not a minute too soon because I'm kind of sick and tired of talking about the daggone playoffs.
Somebody said this.
Right. A lot of things happen in a week, but before we get to our last couple segments, we do have this Monday night football tonight. The Saints are playing the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are 5-6. They lead the NFC South right now in a very poor NFC South. The Falcons are 5-7, and as you see, the Saints are 4-8. If the Saints win this ball game,
bruh,
they could. They could really, if they win a couple more, they can win this daggone division. I don't even know who their quarterback is right now, Janae.
Oh my God. They don't even know who their quarterback is right now. It's that sad situation over with the Saints. Hey, go Tommy. Hey, you already know they're going to go for Tom Brady, man. You already know. Hey, but it should be interesting. I do think the Buccaneers are going to pull it off. It's the Bucs. The Saints, like you said, I don't know about what they got going on offense. It's just any given Sunday, you got somebody coming out that's different. Somehow Saints have Brady's number. Can he finally beat them? Hey, we're going to see.
We'll see.
We're going to see. Sean, what you calling?
Look, we know what happened the last time they both were on the field. It was that big fight. Mike Evans, Tom Brady was John Lattimore. Mike Evans came out to defend. That's my quarterback. He's Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Yeah. They got in the fight. They were suspended for a couple games, fined and everything like that. Right now, honestly, until otherwise, I think Tom Brady is still the guy. I just don't think there's anything on the Saints right now that I can really say that he's going to help them. Michael Thomas is out. We don't know about the quarterback. Cam Jordan just got back in after having his eye poked, but he's essentially playing with one eye. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I got the Buccaneers in this one.
What's the score?
And, what did I say? I said I got 31-17 in this one. Shut your mouth, go Buccaneers. I say go Bucks.
I'm thinking it's going to be 13-21.
13-21.
13-21.
Saints QB is Jameis Dalton. Both of them, yeah. Put in Taysom. Just
That's
put
exactly
in Taysom.
who it is. And Taysom gets a little spread too. He gets to have some fun too.
You know, yo, real quick, we are just gonna talk something about this. We're gonna skip Mission Impossible because there's really not that much. Once if you're on the bottom of the playoff run, you're pretty much out. So we will talk about the teams that have been eliminated.
Yes.
And as you know, the Texans, they're on that list. They are full steam ahead for that number one pick. Number one pick, baby. They want it. Ooh. And also the Chicago Bears. The Bears are out. The Bears are out of the playoffs. Yeah.
3-10. 3-10, 1-9-1. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so now that they've been eliminated, did we think at the beginning of the season that they would make some noise? Did you think that Chicago or Houston was going to be able to make noise this year, given that, Chicago had Justin Fields, Houston, we really didn't know what was going to go on with the team in the quarterback situation, but did you think that they were possibly going to be able to make a little bit more noise than what they're doing now?
Yeah, no, I thought Houston was at least going to put up a little bit better. Maybe I thought maybe they'd be like the Bears right now, 3-10, like that, not that much better. But I did think that they would do something. But they're just awful. And then Chicago, again, I think Chicago is could be a 5-win team. There's 2 or 3 games.
They've been in so many games. They've been
the game against us. It came. They were on the line. If he catches that ball in the end zone, that's game over. So
you're right.
They've been in so many close games, but hey, they're beeline right to the offseason. They got a lot of cap money coming, and they got I think that number 2 pick in the draft. So
okay,
yeah, there's a rumor that they might be trying to shop that and send it to somebody and get some more draft picks or something back. So
that'd be nice. I mean, shoot, Miami, all of them do it like this. That's the game. So if you can get more picks, I would shop that around, absolutely. But hey, these teams are sad, and we should just go ahead and get the broom out. Just good as done. But I will say, teams that are eliminated, they always have a drive to make sure you go with them.
Very true. Misery loves company, ladies and gentlemen.
Especially in football. Especially in football.
So they are definitely playing the spoiler. Oh, yeah. We got the number 2 pick. Yep, I'd shop it.
Dang. I mean, number 2 pick. You're right. I mean, good
because you don't need a quarterback. No. You know what I mean? The only other thing I can think is there's a guy from Alabama, that great line defensive end, Will Anderson. Maybe you pick him up. But other than that, I shop it. I just go get as many picks as you can and just build.
100%.
Build.
100%.
So, we are going to move on, ladies and gentlemen, to one of our most favorite segments of the show. Some people say we're zany. Some people say we're wild. I don't know. Are we crazy?
That make me crazy.
Yeah, buddy.
If you didn't know about Does That Make Me Crazy, it's the time when me and Sean get to basically tell our ideas that are in our head. You may think they sound absolutely bananas, but in me and Sean's head, they absolutely make sense. So, Sean, what is your first Does That Make Me Crazy?
My first Does That Make Me Crazy? Ladies and gentlemen, there's a team that went to the AFC Championship and then went to the Super Bowl. Their first Super Bowl since the 1980s.
Yeah, I think they said 30 years.
Yeah. The Cincinnati Bengals came up just short in the Super Bowl and were not able to prevail over the Rams, who Super Bowl hangover, anybody? Terrible. So I'm saying this right now. They struggled at the beginning of the year. They had blocking issues. They had issues with guys being out, but they're hitting their stride right now. And at the right time, they just knocked off the perennial favorites in the AFC, the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say it. It's going to happen. They're going back. The Cincinnati Bengals will be back in the Super Bowl. Does that
Wow.
make me crazy?
That make me crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay, Sean. I like that. I don't think you're that crazy. Because that's definitely a possibility with the way they just took it to the Chiefs. I don't think you're that crazy. You're thinking about something there, man. All right. My, does that make me crazy? There is a team that just lost their quarterback. Sad situation when you lose your quarterback and you're doing so well. But when you have a team that looks like this with all of the pieces you really need to make it except one piece, I think you can actually get the job done. And I'm thinking the San Francisco 49ers. People are starting to doubt them only because, they lost their quarterback. But I'm thinking this young kid, Brock Purdy, who nobody was paying attention to. I don't even think he was drafted. I think it was they got him in the free or when he came out. But I actually think that the San Francisco 49ers will stay with their spot as the number one in their division. I honestly think that they will make the playoffs and solidify their spot in that division, not move as a number one spot. You heard it first. Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy.
Woo. Okay.
I'm calling it out. I'm calling it
I
out.
like
People are
that.
a little scared that Jimmy G's out, but the team is so good.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna stay where they are, man. I don't think they're gonna move.
Oh, yeah. I like that. Let me address this. Jared said, but Sean, if the Giants aren't legit, what does that make y'all? We're struggling. We have issues. You know what, Jared? I wasn't gonna do it.
Oh, here you go.
But we gonna go down this road because I think Jared needs to hear it because I don't know if he heard before. We got a favorable schedule. We got a bye week late in the season. We're gonna get healthy, get Chase back right after that. Then we play the Giants, who we could have beat in this last game. Then we play San Francisco, the same San Francisco you just talked about. Brock Purdy, we'll take that. Then we got to play Deshaun Watson. Is he back? Not back? We'll see. New Year's Day. And then we got to play the boys. Cowboys, last game of the season to go into the playoffs.
You should be trembling.
How many is that, ladies and gentlemen? 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make me crazy? The Washington Commanders will win the next 4 games?
That make me crazy.
Let's go.
We can actually call the
Let's
loony
go.
bin now for him. We can actually
Let's
get
go.
him locked up now, ladies and gentlemen, because that was absolutely crazy. They think that they're about to win the next 4 games. This is they're not even in the playoff picture, and they think that they're gonna win.
Don't worry about that.
Okay,
It's happening,
all right.
baby. Let's go.
All right. I got you. So this next team I'm going to talk about, Sean, they've been slept on. People actually have counted them out, which is crazy because of who their quarterback is and what they have on the offense. But there's a team that will not be slept on. And matter of fact, I will have to disagree with my brother on his Does That Make Me Crazy? Because he called a team that I'm not thinking is going to be the AFC in the Super Bowl. I don't think that's who is going to be in there. I actually think that the Buffalo Bills will show the world that they're not playing this year when it comes to the playoffs. They got gypped last year because, at the last second, Mahomes was able to have a little bit more time to be able to make that touchdown. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we will not be slipping. They will not be slipping when it comes to these playoffs. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm calling it that the Buffalo Bills will be in that championship and make it all the way to the Super Bowl. Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy.
Woo!
Let's go.
There we go. Look.
Let's go. It's going to get nasty when it comes to the AFC.
Let's go, Saints. Keep the dream alive with an 8% chance to make the playoffs. We can do it. There you go, Nicole.
I love your spirit. I love that you have that faith that Sean always talks about. That faith, Nicole.
That's right.
Man.
That's right.
Man.
Keep the faith. Get that W. Let's
Sorry,
go.
Ben and Andrew. Kate, we need this W.
I love it.
You any means necessary. Everybody out the way when it comes to your team. Let's go.
Exactly. That's
Let's
what it
go.
is. Playoffs, baby. Yo, we almost done, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you guys being here with us. But we got one more segment, the oldest segment on Let's Talk Football, the Down and Dirty.
Down and dirty, baby, man. Well, me and Sean just get to say what's on our mind. We hope you guys appreciate what we have to say. And even if you don't, at the end of the day, we're all family. Write in the comments what you have to say, man. We feel like when we do this, we're speaking to ourselves and you guys about just situations that we actually feel in the heart. So, Sean, I'm going to go first. Yeah. I just want to talk about how I'm just truly in a happy place.
Yes.
I'm in a happy place with my child, guys. I have a 3-month-old. Me and my wife are doing great. And something happened at work. And I thought that, you know, I not that I would be in trouble or anything, but I thought that for the first time I messed up and I realized I messed up. And I was actually really down about it, guys, just for a little second. But it had me realize what I was telling you guys before about letting that negative thing take over when really you have so much to be grateful for.
Yep.
So the thing is, I got to keep pushing this message in this season. Not everybody is happy. Not everybody. This is not a great time for. There's people out there right now who are celebrating this holiday season for the first time without their family member. Yep. There are some people during this holiday season who may have lost their job right now, where they don't have enough money to make it, or there is somebody out there who is not in a happy place. But we have to remember that even though you may see somebody sad, or you may, see somebody out there that just seems a little down, be the person to go up to them, say hello. There's a big impact of saying hello to somebody and making them feel good. And I had my coworker, after that situation that happened at work, they just so happened to say, yo, Janae, I just want you to know that we did like a little survey during our informational that they gave. And I just had to do a little piece of the informational that day. I just came in there, talked about what I do. And somebody wrote on the little informational card, what was the best part about this informational? And they said Janae Struther.
Yep.
Off of the 10 minutes that I talked to them. So just when I thought I did something wrong, something good ended up happening. We also have to think about, that thing could have festered and I could have really got down and I could have literally let it affect my day and affect my household and everything else around me. But I kept positive because good things do happen. And I need everybody to understand that during this time, if we could just be there for each other, say something nice to somebody, say hello to somebody. This is a time where I feel like we all need to come together. And even though there may be some sad times, just remember that you're alive, you're healthy, you may not have everything you want, but at the end of the day, you have just what you need. And I'm so excited that I didn't let that little thing mess up my whole day, and it ended up being an amazing day in the long run. And I hope I can tell somebody that just because something happens, don't got to worry. It could be better. You just have to remember that there are things to be grateful for.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that. Oh, I really like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Hey, honestly, my down and dirty, I said it last week. A great man is retiring. Our dear friend Roland Aguirre is no longer going to be working at Mount Pleasant after 18 years. They had a little presentation for him after the church service yesterday, and everybody said a whole bunch of stuff. And I even spoke and said something, and I got emotional. It was all what it was, but. I worked with him for 16 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I didn't realize how big a part of my life that he was.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So much so that even in his last couple of weeks, I'd come in here and he'd know on a Monday, are you going to do the show? All right. Okay. Do you need to go? All right. I'm in here. Don't worry about it. You go over there, yada, yada. And that it was just such a small thing. So when I came in today, he wasn't there. And it was it was rough. So, keep him in prayers, keep him lifted up. He's going back home to Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, this man was a janitor at our church. I've worked with him at that position, doing it for over 15 years. He has 3 beautiful kids, All of them have gone to Ivy League schools, or play sports, going to all different parts of the country, opening up, schools and whatnot. Like, he is absolutely an amazing man, humble, quiet, just does what he needs to do, keeps his head down and moves. He was somebody that you could depend on.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And in this day and age where you trust and being able to depend on people is not a given. It was a comfort because he was in like an old soul, like an old, like old strong tree. You know what I mean? I love him dearly, and I'm glad I got a chance to say that. But definitely give people their flowers while they're on this side of glory. Yes. So, not sure when I'll be able to see you again, my brother, but I appreciate everything you taught me, everything you helped me with. Every time you let me sneak out and get something to eat when we're going to do a 12-hour day or something like that.
Absolutely.
And it's all love, and I just appreciate you. So tell the people that you care and appreciate about. Tell them that. Let them know. Give them their flowers right now, man, because you don't know. Tomorrow's not promised. So, boom, boom. There we go.
Yes, absolutely. I absolutely love that. Tomorrow is not promised, man. And I love you, Sean. I love you, brother. I love you.
You already know.
Shout out to Mr. Roland, man. Hey, but we got to get out of here, y'all. We're trying to watch some football tonight. Hey, it's going to be a good game. I'm actually excited, Sean. I'm actually excited. Just another night of football. I can just relax because, my team did so well yesterday.
Oh, my God.
But, I can just relax tonight. I'm good. I'm cool, calm, and collected tonight.
I got to think about a tie for this week and next because of the daggone bye week. This is ridiculous.
It's okay. Bask in it. I love you, my brother. I will see you next week. Ladies and gentlemen, please share this video. We are so excited that you guys tune in every week. And please believe we'll be back on Monday with the latest and the greatest about the football game. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
See y'all next week. Okay. I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Deuces. Let's go.